Morning class. Today we're going to start a new topic. The name is tenses. Shall we begin the class? First we're going to discuss the meaning and definition of tenses. So look at the sentence given there. The word tenses was derived from a Latin word called tempus, which means time. So where the word tenses was derived from? It was derived from a Latin word called tempus, and the meaning of tempus in Latin is time. So can you understand? Yes. Look at the next sentence. As the name itself suggests, the tenses are nothing but the indicators of time on which a particular action has happened. So what does tenses denotes? It indicates the time on which an action has happened. So it always denotes the time of which an action has happened or completed or started. Okay. Yes, look at the next sentence. Tenses are of 12 in numbers and each has its own characteristic features. So how many tenses are there? Tenses are of 12 in numbers. So there are 12 tenses and each of them has their own characteristic features. So let's discuss them in detail. Now let's learn basic tenses. So the tenses are basically divided into three. They are present tense, past tense and future tense. So these three tenses are the base for the 12 tenses in English. Clear? Now we are going to learn forms of tenses. The tenses usually have 4 forms each. It includes simple form, perfect form, continuous form and perfect continuous form. So these are the 4 forms of tenses in English. Clear? Now we are going to learn simple form. So this is the first form of tense in English. Okay. Under simple form there are 3 types. They are simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tense. So these are the 3 tenses in simple form. Okay class, now we are going to discuss simple present tense in detail. Are you all ready? Yes. So now look at the sentence given there. We use simple present tense when an action is happening right now or when it happens regularly. So when we will use simple present tense? We use simple present tense to denote an action that is happening in the present or the action that is happening right now, or the action happens in regular, which means the action is a daily routine. So in order to mark all these things, we should write simple present tense. Clear? So look at the next one. Depending upon the subject or person, the simple present verbs will be formed by adding yes or es. So it depends upon the subject or person. The simple present verb will be added in yes or es. If the subject is third person singular, that is he, she or it, we should add s or es to make the verb plural. So in order to make the verb plural, we will add yes or es if the subject is a third person singular. So what are the subject third person singular? They are he, she and it. So in a sentence, if there comes he, she or it, we automatically should add yes or es to the verb. So now let's see the structure of simple present tense. So look at the structure there. Subject plus verb 1 plus object. So this is the basic structure of simple present tense. Can you all understand, students? So now we are moving on to the examples for simple present tense. Look at the first example. The bird flies. Look at the picture there. What the bird is doing? The bird is flying, but it is said in a present tense. So what we have written? The bird flies, because it comes under third person singular, that is it. So the bird flies. So that's a rule, right? Yes. Look at the next one. He goes to school every morning. Look at the picture. A boy is going to school. So going to school is a regular habit or a daily routine, isn't it? So what we have to do? He goes to school every morning. So we should add yes or es to the word, to the verb, to make it as plural. So that's what we have done there. What we have done? He goes to school. So go here changes to goes. Clear? Yes. So look at the next one. Alex brushes his teeth twice a day. So that's Alex's daily routine. So he'll do brushing his teeth daily. Okay. So that's why we have written Alex brushes his teeth twice a day. Next. I like ice cream. So here the subject is what? First person. So what we have to write? I like ice cream. So that's the simple present tense of that sentence. So look at the next one. The students wear uniform. So the students wear uniform is a daily routine. Okay. So daily we'll wear uniform while going to school. So but the subject here, the students, is in plural form already. So we need not to change the verb into plural, because the subject is already in plural. So the verb should be in singular. Yes. So that's why we have written the students wear uniform. So look at the next sentence. They speak English in England. So it's a fact, right? So people in England mostly speak English. So that's their mother tongue. That's what said there. So they refers to a group of people or the people of England. So it's already in plural. That's why the verb is in singular form. So clear? Next, it smells delicious. So it here refers to the third person singular. So that's why we have written smells. So we have added yes to the verb and made it into plural form. So that's what we call it as simple present tense. All you are clear? Okay class, now we are moving on to simple past tense. Look at the definition there. The simple past tense is used to talk about a completed action in time before now. It is the basic past form of tense in English. So what they're trying to tell is, past tense is nothing but it tells about a completed action or an action that occurred or happened in the past. Clear? Look at the next sentence. In the past tense, the verb will always be in the second form. Okay. Look at the next. The structure of simple past tense. So we have given the structure of simple past tense. Look at the structure there. Subject plus verb to plus object. So this is the structure or formula for simple past tense. Understand? Okay class, now we are moving on to the examples for simple past tense. I have given a list of sentences with pictures. Let's learn simple past tense. Okay, look at the first one. My father bought me a new dress last week. So look at the picture there. The girl is holding a new dress. Her father bought her the dress last week. So last week here refers to which tense? Past tense, because last week is already over. That's why we are using past tense there. So instead of using by, we are using the past tense of by what? Bought. Yes. So we are using bought here as a past tense. My father bought me a new dress last week. Clear? Yes. Now look at the next sentence. The boys played cricket yesterday. So when did the boys play cricket? The boys played cricket yesterday. Why they are adding ed? Yes, to mark the simple past tense, we are using the second form of the verb V2. What's the second form of play? Played. That's why we are using played there. The boys played cricket yesterday. Because yesterday is past tense, right? That's why. Good. Next, she finished her homework already. So, she finished her homework already. Already in the sense, it's in the past. Yes. That's why we are using ed. Look at the next one. They found their car in the parking. Where did they find their car? They found their car in their parking. So, found here refers to the past tense of find. Okay. That's why we are using the past tense of find as found. Next. Look at the next example. A parcel came to my home yesterday. So, yesterday here already refers what? Past tense. So, the parcel came to my home yesterday. Come becomes came because the past tense of come is came. So, we are using came here because we are doing it as simple past tense. Clear? Yes. Next. People protested against corruption. So, protested here. Why we are adding ed? Instead of marking simple past tense. Okay. So, people protested against corruption. Look at the next sentence. It rained heavily last night. So, rained here refers to the past tense. That's why we are using ed. And it rained when? It rained heavily last night. Last night in the sense yesterday night. Clear? Yes. Okay class, now we are moving on to the third basic type of tense, that is simple future tense. Okay, so look at the definition there. The simple future tense is used when an action is promised or believed or thought to happen or occur in future. So, things that are believed or promised or thought to happen in future are called or marked as future tense. Okay, so I have given the structure of future tense. Look at the structure there. Subject plus shall or will plus verb 1. Clear? So look at the next point. Shall will be used for I and we. That is the first person alone. Clear? Okay class, now we are moving on to the examples for simple future tense. Okay, students, I have given a list of examples. Now let's learn simple future tense. Look at the first example. The bird will fly high. So it is believed that someone is believing that the bird will fly high. That's why they are using will. So will is automatically what? Future tense. Good. So look at the next example. They will choose him as the leader. So what they will choose? They will choose him as a leader means it is like a belief. So someone is believing that the people will choose somebody. It may be anybody in that group of people. So they will choose him as the leader. So someone is believing that they will choose him as the leader. So look at the next example. The results will come later. So what does later refers here? Later means some point of time in the future. Okay. So the results will come later. Later means in future. That's why we are using will. So look at the next example. I shall come tomorrow. Students, I have already told you that only for I and we should use shall because they are first person. So I shall come tomorrow here refers to, it is not actually it is not a promising thing, but they believe that the person believes that he will come tomorrow or she will come tomorrow. That's why we are using shall. So look at the next example. We shall reach the place in 2 hours. So we here refers to a group of people. Okay, maybe 2 or 3. So they believe that they shall reach the place in 2 hours. It is not for sure. It is not a promise actually. They are just believing that they'll reach a place in 2 hours. That's why they are using shall. Understand? So look at the next example. India will win the match. So someone is telling it very sure, for very sure. Okay, India will win the match. So someone is believing India that they will win the match. That's why it is said that India will win the match. So it is for sure. Clear? Yes. Class, now we are moving on to the next form, that is perfect form. The perfect form consists of 3 tenses. They are present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. So these are the 3 forms of tenses in perfect form. Understand? Okay class, now we are moving on to present perfect tense. So this is the first type under perfect form. Okay, so now let's discuss in detail. The present perfect tense is used when one intends to indicate an action that occurred at a time which is indefinite and has its effect on the object, or an action that occurred many times and has the possibility to occur in the present or future. So what they're trying to tell is, basically what present perfect tense denotes is an action that occurred at a time which is indefinite, which means we cannot find the time on which the action has occurred in the past or in the present, and it has its effect on the object. So the action will always have its effect on the object, or an action that has occurred many times in the past and it has the possibility to occur in the present or future. Okay, so that's what we call it as a present perfect tense. Clear? So I have given the structure for present perfect tense. Look at the structure there. Subject plus have or has plus verb 3. So this is the structure for present perfect tense. Understand? Okay class, now let's move on to the examples for present perfect tense. Students, I have given a list of examples with pictures and we'll just relate the picture with the sentence and we'll learn present perfect tense. Look at the first example. I have worked in Dubai for 2 years. So someone has worked in Dubai for how many years? 2 years, which means he has worked for 2 years in the past. That's why he is telling I have worked in Dubai for 2 years. Understand? So look at the next sentence. They have called me before. So they have called me before here refers to something or the action that happened in the past but not with a definite time. Before is not a definite time. We cannot tell whether it may be a morning or an afternoon or in the evening. So we cannot surely tell in which time the action has occurred. That's why it is said as indefinite. Okay, that's why the sentence is having have. They have called me before. So look at the next example. He has lost his watch. So someone has lost his watch when the time is not given. So that's why it is called as indefinite. And he has lost his watch. So look at the next example. Raj has written the letter already. So already here refers to what? Already means in the what? Past. Yes, already here refers to the past. But Raj has written the letter already. So has here refers to which tense? Present perfect tense. Good. So look at the next example. The students have attended the online classes. So the students have attended here refers to which tense? Present perfect tense. Okay, so have attended the online class means that this action can also what? This action can also occur in the present or in the future. So chances are there. So online classes are like regular thing, right? Regular practice we are doing online classes. So that's why they are using what? Have attended. Understand? Look at the next example. I have applied for the post of manager. So for what post he has applied? Yep, I have applied for the post of manager. So it is an action that happened already in the past, but it has its effect on the person who has applied for the post of manager, because if he got selected, he will be going for the job, or if he is not selected, he will not get the job. So both things will affect the person. That's why it is said as present perfect tense. Good. Clear? Okay class, now let's move on to the next tense, that is past perfect tense. So this is the second type of tense in perfect form. Let's look at the definition. The past perfect tense is used to demonstrate an action that occurred before another action in the past. So what it denotes? It denotes an action that has already occurred before another action in the past. So basically there will be two actions happened already in the past. So look at the next sentence. There are usually two completed actions in the sentence. One happens before the other. Okay. So in past perfect tense there will be two completed actions, but the thing is one happens before the other. Understand? So I have given the structure for past perfect tense. Look at the structure. Subject plus had plus verb 3. So verb 3 form. Understand? So this is the structure for past perfect tense. Now let's move on to the examples for past perfect tense. So students, I have given a list of examples there. Take a look at it. Look at the first example. She had owned 2 puppies before she came to Delhi. So according to the rules, what past perfect tense contains? It consists of two parts of sentence or two parts of completed actions in the past already. So here, which are the two parts? The first part of the sentence or first part of the action is she had owned 2 puppies. So that's the first action. And which is the second action? She came to Delhi. So here both actions happened already in the past. That's why the tense is called past perfect tense. So look at the next example. The plane had left the airport when I reached there. So here also two actions. What is the first action? The plane had left the airport. So what is the second action? I reached there. So had left refers to which tense? Past perfect tense. Look at the next example. He had studied in the library before he came to class. So had studied refers to past perfect tense. Look at the next example. We had watched the movie before you came. So here also same two completed actions. So look at the next one. I had eaten already in the morning. Okay, so had eaten refers to past perfect tense. Clear? Good. Now let's move on to the future perfect tense. This is the third type of tense under which form? Perfect form. Okay, so look at the definition there. The future perfect is a verb tense used for actions that will be completed before some other point in the future. So future perfect tense is nothing but a verb tense that denotes an action that will be completed before some point of time in the future. Okay, look at the next point. The future perfect tense is for talking about an action that will be completed between now and some other point in the future. So what it denotes? It denotes a point of time, or it denotes an action that is taking place about, or that is taking place between now, which means present, and some point in the future. So the action will happen only from present till some point of time in the future. So that type of tense is what? Future perfect tense. So I have given the structure or form for the future perfect tense. Look at the structure. Subject plus will have plus verb 3. So will have refers to which tense? Future perfect tense. Now let's learn some examples for future perfect tense. I've given some examples there. Look at the first example. I will have finished my homework. So from now till some point of time in the future. So that's a time period. That's a time period that refers future perfect tense. So I will have finished my homework in the sense from now till future. I have some time and within that time I'll complete my homework. That's what he's trying to say. Okay. So look at the next example. You will have studied the English tenses. So will have studied refers to future perfect tense. So look at the next example. She will have cooked dinner. So will have plus cooked. Cooked is the verb 3. So look at the next one. He will have reached the station. So he will have reached the station. Will have reached refers to future perfect tense. Look at the last example. We will have to meet the principal. So will have to meet the principal here refers to future perfect tense. Yes. Students, now we are moving on to the new form, that is continuous form. So this is the third form. First is simple form, second is perfect form, and third is continuous form. Okay, so now we have reached the continuous form. So the continuous form consists of three tenses. They are present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and future continuous tense. So these are the three tenses in continuous form. So now let's discuss them in detail. Okay. Now we are moving on to the present continuous form. So look at the definition given there. Look at the first point. The present continuous tense is used to express a continued or ongoing action at present time. What they are trying to tell is the present continuous tense is nothing but an action that is continued, or the ongoing action in the present time, or the action that is happening right now in a continuous process. So those actions are coming under which tense? Present continuous tense. Okay. So look at the next point. It expresses an action which is in progress at the time of speaking in the present. So while I am talking or while I am taking class now, the video is running behind. So this is a fine example for present continuous tense. So I am teaching and you are listening. So this is a present continuous tense. Can you understand? Yes. So I have given the structure or form for present continuous tense. Look at the form or structure. Subject plus am, is, are plus verb ing plus object. So verb ing refers to which form? Yes, ing form. Good. Let's learn some examples for present continuous form. So I have given a list of examples with pictures. Now let's learn them. Look at the first example. I am writing a letter. So I am refers to which person? First person singular. Good. So I am writing here refers to a continuous process. So I am keep on writing. So the action refers to which tense? Present continuous tense. So at present I am writing. I am writing a letter. Understand? So look at the next example. The dog is biting the bone. Look at the picture. The dog is having a bone in its mouth and it's biting. So it never stops. So it is a present. The action happens in the present tense, but in a continuous manner. So that's why we are using present continuous tense and the ing form of verb. Okay. Look at the next example. She is drinking coffee. So either it may be happening in a present tense, but in a continuous manner or in a continuous form. That's why it is said as she is drinking coffee. So look at the next example. They are playing football. So what they are doing? They are playing football. Did they stop? No. They are continuously playing at present. That's why we are using present continuous tense. So look at the last example. No, before that, they are running so fast. So people are running so fast in the present time. Instead of marking them in with some other tense, it is very apt that we have to use present continuous tense. So the action is continuing, or it is an ongoing process or ongoing action. That's why we are using ing. Look at the next example. It is raining from the morning. So from the morning till the afternoon or even till the night, it is raining. So what we should use? ing. Clear? Next we are moving on to past continuous tense. So this is the second type of tense in which form? Continuous form. Good. So look at the definition given there. The past continuous tense is usually placed when the action was continued in the past for some time. So where we will use past continuous tense? If the action happened for a period of time in the past. It may be a continuous action in the past, but for a certain period of time. Okay. So in that time or in that place, we'll use what tense? Past continuous tense. Clear? So look at the next point. It takes was or were as its helping verbs. So it will take was or were as its helping verb. Okay. So look at the next point. So when we describe an action which was occurred in the past and continued for a short period of time, then it is called past continuous tense. So what they're trying to tell is, if the action if the verb describes an action which was occurred in the past and continued for a short period of time, not a continuous process till present, but it was a short period of time. Okay, then it is called as a past continuous tense. Clear? So I have given the structure for the past continuous tense. Look at the structure. Subject plus was or were plus verb ing form plus object. Understand? Okay, now let's learn some examples for past continuous tense. I have given a list of examples. Now let's learn them. Okay, look at the first example. I was waiting for the bus yesterday. So was waiting here refers to some period of time in the past and to some point of time in the same past. Okay, so it was a continuous action. I was waiting for the bus, but for a short period of time yesterday. Okay, so that's what they are telling. Look at the next example. He was playing with his dog. So he was playing with his dog for a short period of time in the past. Okay, so that's why we are using he was playing. Understand? So look at the next example. The bus was honking loudly. So look at the picture. The bus was honking loudly. So that action was also happening for a certain period of time. Okay, for a short period of time. Look at the next example. They were shouting in the class. So what they were doing? They were shouting in the class. So this action cannot be happening for a long period of time, because it will disturb the other classes too. So it will be it was happening for a short period of time. That's why we are using were shouting. Okay, look at the next example. It was raining the whole night. So it was raining the whole night in the sense, for a period of time in the past, it was raining continuously. That's why we are using it was raining the whole night. So look at the next example. She was driving her new car. So what she was doing? She was driving her new car. So in this tense, was and were are usually used as what? Helping verbs. Yes. Clear? Okay class, now we are moving on to the next type of tense, that is future continuous tense. So this is the third type of tense in continuous form. Clear? So that look at the definition given there. The future continuous tense is used to talk about future events that will be in progress at a specific time in future. So what they are trying to tell is, this tense denotes, or it is used to talk about future events that will be in progress in a specific time in future. So the actions that are going to happen in the future for a specific period of time in the future. Okay, so look at the next sentence. We often use this tense to make a contrast between a present event and a future event. So where we often use this tense to make a contrast. Contrast means difference between a present event and a future event. Okay, so I have given the structure of future continuous tense. Look at the structure: subject plus will be plus verb ing. Clear? Now let's move on to the examples for future continuous tense. I have given a list of examples. Now let's learn them. They will be traveling tomorrow. So this is what said in the definition. So they will be traveling tomorrow. So will be traveling here refers to a action that is going to be happening in the future in a specific time. What is a specific time? Tomorrow. Yes. Look at the next example. She will be preparing the dinner. So will be preparing here refers to future continuous tense. Look at the next example. He will be cleaning the house. So look at the picture. What he is doing? He is cleaning the house. So will be cleaning the house refers to the action that is going to happen in the future in a specific period of time. Yes. Look at the next example. It will be a holiday tomorrow. So it will be a holiday tomorrow. It is not declared yet, but the person who is telling it believes that it will be a holiday tomorrow. So look at the next example. The dogs will be guarding their owners. So the dogs will be guarding their owners. So this is a regular action, but still it is a future action that is going to happen in some point of time in the future. Okay, so look at the next example. Wearing mask will be preventing us from coronavirus while going outside. So wearing mask will do what? Will be preventing us from coronavirus while going outside. So if we wear the mask, what it will do? It will prevent us from the coronavirus. So it is also a future action that will be going to happen in some point of time in the future. Clear? Yes. Next, we are moving on to the perfect continuous form. So this is the third form. Perfect continuous form consists of three tenses. They are present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous. So these are the three types of tenses under perfect continuous form. Let's discuss them in detail. Okay. First, we are going to learn present perfect continuous tense. Okay, look at the definition given there. Look at the first sentence. The present perfect continuous tense is used to talk about actions and situations that started in the past and have continued up to the present. So, which action does the present perfect tense denotes? It denotes an action, or it talks about an action and situation that started in the past and have continued up to the present. Okay, so it started already in the past but continued till present. Understand? So look at the next point. Both present perfect and perfect continuous tenses have been or can be used to talk about the actions and events that started in the past and have continued up to the future. Okay, so not only present perfect continuous tense, merely perfect continuous tense also talks about the action or event that has already started in the past and have continued up to the present. Okay, students, I have given the structure or formation for the present perfect continuous tense. Look at the structure there. Subject plus has or have plus been plus verb ing. Clear? Moving on to the examples for present perfect continuous tense. I have given some lists of examples for present perfect continuous tense. Look at the first point. They have been playing football for an hour. So, have been playing here refers to some point of time in the past. They have started playing in some point of time in the past, and till present the action has been continued until now they are playing. Okay. So, for an hour they are playing from past till now. Okay. So, look at the next example. She has been finding the dress since morning. So, she has been finding here refers to the point of time from which point of time she has started searching the dress. From morning. From morning she is searching the dress till now. Okay. So, this refers to the point of time in the past and the present. Yes. Look at the next example. He has been cooking the food for 2 hours. So, he started already in the past. Till now he is cooking. So, he has been cooking the food for 2 hours. Look at the next example. We have been waiting for the movie for a long time. So, have been waiting here refers to some point of time in the past till now. Okay. So, we have been waiting for the movie for a long time. Understand? The next one is past perfect continuous tense. So, this is the second type of tense under which form? Perfect continuous form. Good. So, look at the definition given there. The past perfect continuous tense is used to talk about longer actions or situations which had continued up to the past moment that we were or we are thinking about. Okay. So, look at the structure that is given there. What is the structure for past perfect continuous tense? Subject plus had been plus verb ing. Understand? Okay class, now let's move on to the examples for past perfect continuous tense. I have given some list of examples. Let's learn them. Okay. Look at the first example. He had been drinking milk from childhood. So, had been drinking refers to a continuous process or a continuous action for a long period of time in the past, and it ended in some point of time in the past. Okay, so that's why we are using past perfect continuous tense, had been drinking. Okay, so look at the next example. I had been working at the company for 5 years. So, it also refers to some point of some continuous action from the past till some action, some point of time in the past. Okay. Look at the next example. She had been walking 3 miles a day before she broke her leg. So, in this sentence, it is very clear that she had been walking 3 miles in the sense, she was doing it regularly as a continuous process. Before some point of time. Before which time? Before she broke her leg. She broke her leg. But before that, she used to walk daily in the morning. So, that is what they are referring here. Understand? So, look at the next example. Priya had been dancing for more than 8 years. So, Priya started dancing in some point of time in the past, and it was a continuous process, and it ended at some point of time in the past. Okay? Yes. Yes class, now this is the last type of tense, that is a 12th tense in English, that is future perfect continuous tense. And the thing about this tense is we mostly won't use this tense often. Okay, look at the definition given there. The future perfect continuous tense, sometimes called the future perfect progressive, is a verb tense that describes actions that will continue up until a point in future. So, it is a continuous action in the future that will continue up to or until a point of time in future. Okay. So I have given the structure or formation for this future perfect continuous tense. Look at the structure. Subject plus will have plus been plus verb ing. Okay, so this is the structure. Now let's learn some examples for future perfect continuous tense. Look at the first example. I will have been waiting here for 3 hours by 6 o'clock. So look at the man standing there and waiting. He is waiting for a long time, and if 6 o'clock comes, or if the time is 6 o'clock, he has been waiting for more than 3 hours. Okay, so that's what he is trying to tell. Understand? So will have been here refers to some point of time in the future. It is going to start in the present and it will be going to end in the future. Okay, so look at the next example. Next year I will have been working here for 4 years. So he was working in a company for more than 4 years. Okay, for more than 3 years, and next year if he continues in the same company, then it will be his 4th year. That's what he's trying to tell. Okay, next year I will have been working here for 4 years. Understand? So look at the next example. When I finish this course, I will have been learning English for 12 years. So she's learning, the person is learning a course in English, and if she finishes that course, she will have been learning English for 12 years. That's what she's trying to convey. So these are the examples for future perfect continuous tense. Understand? Yes. Class, listen carefully. I have given a tabular column that is nothing but tenses table. So in this table I have given the present, past, future, and on this side simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So the things that are in the topmost row or topmost column is nothing but the form of tenses, and the things that are in the vertical column are the tenses. Okay, so we have to relate them and we have to learn the formula. Okay, look at the first one, simple present tense, that is verb 1 plus s or es, that is the plural form of verb. Next is simple past, that is the verb 2 form. Next is simple future, that is will or shall plus verb 1. So this is the simple form. Look at the next form, that is continuous form. Present continuous form. What is the formula? Am is or plus verb 1 plus ing. Clear? So look at the next one, past continuous. What is the formula? Was or were plus verb 1 plus ing. Clear? Yes. Look at the next one, that is future continuous tense. What is the formula? Will be plus verb 1 plus ing. Next, what is the next form? That is perfect form. Look at the formula for present perfect tense, that is have or has plus verb 3. So this is the formula for present perfect tense. So look at the next one, that is past perfect tense. What is the formula? Had plus verb 3. So next is future perfect tense. What is the formula? Will have plus verb 3. So look at the next and the last type, that is perfect continuous form. So what is the formula for present perfect continuous? Have or has been plus verb 1 plus ing. So next is past perfect continuous tense, that is had been plus verb 1 plus ing. Look at the final one, that is future perfect continuous tense, will have been plus verb 1 plus ing. So this whole table comprises of the 12 tenses and its structure or formula. Understand? If you learn this tabular column fully or thoroughly, you can do the tenses very easily. Okay? Yes. Class, listen carefully. This is the example for the tenses table. So I have given an example word, example sentence, that is I drink. So that is the example we are going to work out now. Okay? So look at the simple present box, I drink, because it is verb 1 plus S or ES. Already I is a first person singular, so we are not using plural form of drink. Okay, so that's why we have simply written as I drink. Look at the next example. Simple past, I drank. So simple future is I will drink. So this is the simple form. Look at the continuous form. Present continuous, I am drinking. In past, we are going to write I was drinking. So in future continuous tense, I will be drinking. So these are the things we have written already in the formula. So look at the next form, that is for perfect form. What is the present perfect tense? I have drunk. Okay, what is the past perfect tense? I had drunk. What is the future perfect tense? I will have drunk. Clear? So look at the last form, that is perfect continuous form. I have been drinking. I had been drinking for past perfect continuous form. And the final one is future perfect continuous form, that is I will have been drinking. Understand? Yes. Good. Okay class, that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.